This is a demonstration of the BuzzerSystems.com match timer. Now the match timer is different than our other tabletop timers in that it times both the match and the question. Our other timers are predominantly aimed toward competitions that time just the questions. This particular timer is popular with competitions like Science Bowl and NAQT, where if without the system like this, you'd have to have multiple stopwatches, one to time the match and one to time the different types of questions. And we'll demonstrate how we hook this timer up and how we use it. We'll start off by showing how it's hooked up. Let's go ahead and take it apart and show how it's connected. We start by plugging in the main cord that goes to the buzzer system. We'll plug in the timekeeper, the red on the top, and then the reset with the white cord plugs into the bottom. Plug in the power connector, which is just like the power connectors on our buzzer systems, and we plug in the remote control. And when we power the system, it shows how much time remains for the match. This is the match time, the toss-up time, and the bonus time are all programmable and over a wide range of times. And they're saved in battery-backed memory so that you never have to change them after they've been programmed. But you do have the freedom to change them later if you want to. So right now, the idea of this timer is that the time shown on the front is the most important time at that time. So when we begin the match, we can see that the amount of time remaining in the match is counting down towards 0. And the light on top of the box is lit to show that that's the main timer and that it is active. Now in a Science Bowl or NAQT competition, we want to ask a toss-up question. And for this example, the toss-up question is a 5-second counter. So when I press this toss-up button right here, we're going to see on the display that it starts at 5 seconds and it counts down. I'm going to go ahead and let it run all the way through this time without buzzing in. And at the end of the question, the buzzer system is actually locked out from anybody buzzing in, and the time, as soon as the toss-up question time was over, it reverted back to the match time. Now this time we're going to do it a little different. We're going to ask a toss-up question and we're going to buzz in. The toss-up question timer had stopped, but the match timer immediately resumes. As you can see, the buzzer system light is on to show that that player is eligible to answer the question. Now if the player answered the question wrong, we can control the entire system entirely through the timer. We can press the toss-up, we can invite the other team to answer the question, and then give them their 5 seconds. Now that question, they answered the question, it reverts back to match time. Now in a Science Bowl competition, they're now asked a bonus question. And in this situation, we give them 20 seconds to answer the question. And since the bonus question, the bonus timer right now, the most important time is the bonus, so that's what we're showing on the display. At 5 seconds, we give them an audible warning to tell them the time is expiring. And then at the end of the time, we give a two beep audible alarm, and the buzzer system is automatically reset for the next question. Now while the match timer is running, there's two different ways we can interrupt that match timer. We can press pause for an indeterminate amount of time if we don't know how long something's going to last just in terms of the delay. We can resume by pressing this button. And at any time we can hit a break for 2 minutes, just like this. All of the important controls on top of the timer are also located on a handheld remote control that is connected to the timer box through a 15-foot cord. The moderator holding this control can start a toss-up question. They also have the option to terminate a toss-up question, and they can start a bonus question. And in the same way that they can also, just for the sake of this description, we can also terminate that bonus question and we switch back to that mode. So the handheld remote control is very, very convenient. As the match timer works its way towards 0, the match timer will eventually reach 0, and it will give off a long continuous buzz as an alarm to tell us that the match is over. And it will continue to show the flashing 0 display until we reset the timer for the next match by pressing the match button. And then when we're ready to begin resuming the next match, we press the start button again. And we're ready for the next match.